What's going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in to another video. We're going to be talking about mindset today, how to filter what goes into your mind, and ultimately how to control it. Stay with me. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. This is Aaron Vaughn, and let's jump right into today's topic, which is the mind. Now, whether you're aware of it or not, our minds are being programmed daily. What do I mean by programming? Our minds are being programmed either positively or negatively based off of what we listen to, as far as music, what we watch on TV, the information we get from people, as far as friends, family, and coworkers, and ultimately ourselves as well, our self-talk, what we're saying to ourselves throughout the day. And one of the biggest things that is neglected the most in our programming is what we tell ourselves. Most people have a negative way of talking to themselves, and that ultimately hinders their success in what they're trying to do. Now, think about this. Would you rather rely on someone else telling you something in order for you to be successful, or would you rather rely on yourself and bet on you in order to be successful? Me personally, I'm 100% betting on me in order to take myself and the people around me to success. I wouldn't want to rely on someone else and what they say in order for me to be successful. But what I've learned from top businessmen and entrepreneurs and studying different doctors, it all starts right here. What you're telling yourself every day plays a huge factor in how successful you're gonna be, how financially free you're gonna be, but it all starts with, what am I telling myself every day? And once we're able to master our minds, we'll be able to go so much further in life. And it takes time to learn how to master our minds and control it, but it is all possible. And the way to do that, from what I've learned, is anytime you're having a negative thought or doubt, you have to tell yourself, I can do this. This is possible. This is an opportunity for me, rather than, oh, I can't do it, or I don't know if I'm gonna be successful in this. That type of self-talk is hindering you at the end of the day, because if you're telling yourself all this negative stuff, then what do you think you're gonna do? You're not gonna do anything. It's all about being positive at the end of the day. There's a study that Jim Rohn did. You guys should look him up. He's a great speaker, great entrepreneur. You'll definitely love him. Look his videos up on YouTube. He did a small experiment with a group of people, and he talks about having a coffee cup. And he goes into, if your loved one or your best friend or someone you're really close to comes and puts sugar in your coffee, if you drink that coffee, what do you think is gonna happen? And everyone says, oh, well, you'll be fine. Now he says, if you have that same cup of coffee and someone you hate and can't stand puts poison in that coffee, what do you think is gonna happen? And everyone says, oh, well, you'll surely die if you drink that coffee. And he says, right. He also says, now, what if you have that same coffee cup and the person you absolutely hate and cannot stand comes and puts sugar in it? What's gonna happen? And the crowd responds, oh, well, you'll be fine. And then he says, okay, you have that same cup of coffee and your best friend or a loved one comes and they puts poison in it on accident. What's gonna happen? And the crowd responds, oh, you'll die. The whole point of that experiment was to show people, every day we're getting information from different people, whether it be a loved one or someone we don't know or someone we don't like. And that information can be positive or it can be toxic. So your best friend can be telling you toxic information that's ruining and hindering your success and programming your mind, like we talked about earlier, to not be successful. And then there can also be someone who's telling you good information and who's there for support to push you forward into what you want to do. And we have to start realizing and sorting out those people who are telling us the good information and being positive, and those who are telling us the toxic information and not benefiting us at the end of the day. whether it be mom, dad, best friend, cousin, it doesn't matter. We have to start knowing who those people are and start taking responsibility and cutting those people out. Start figuring out who are those people that are 100% supportive of what I'm trying to accomplish, who's being uplifting, who's being encouraging, and also figure out who's the ones that are toxic, who's bringing me down, who's telling me, oh, I don't know if you should be doing that. Whether it be your mom, dad, it doesn't matter. You need to figure out who these people are that are being either supportive or toxic, because at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide which part of the spectrum you're gonna fall on of success, whether you're gonna be successful or not. But it all starts right here, and learning how to control that and have that positive self-talk. So with that being said, thank you all for tuning in. I always appreciate the support. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please drop a comment because I do appreciate all the constructive criticism that you guys have on the videos. I like to read that stuff. Also subscribe too if you want to see more of these type of videos. And with that being said, this is Aaron Vaughn. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.